is great. The question is, can this Yone actually get on top of these targets? You would imagine with the amount of dive on the side of Giant X, he would have ease of access, but we'll have to wait and see as Heretics going for a little bit more scaling, a little bit more poke and range, given that they've gone for the Corki and the Talia, but still very powerful team fighting.
Now we spotted as will Trimby. The eyes above his head show that he has been revealed, and with Ignar walking across, Trimby just retreats back to the safety of his own jungle. He's going to face check into Ignar here. Juhan can come across the wall. Jackie's dodges away from the seismic shove as Jankos has worked his way down from the top side of the map. Jackie's low, flashes! First blood, Heretics, and Ignar build for Flackid on this Corki, not going for the opportunity rush. We do often actually see the
Trimby. Giant X should feel pretty strong. Trimby connects the hook, but Jackie's going to get away to safety. Look at Juhan's position right now. A great flank opportunity.
Wonder's still in base. Now TP's in. He's going to be in the midst of Giant X. Jankos with the Crescent Guard locked up immediately by Giant X. The Glacial Prism going down as well as Jankos is the first to fall. Fate's cool. Will pull out Ignar for the moment. Trimby's killed off Jackie's. Antonio needs to retreat. Giant X on the back foot. 4v4 now the play. Juhan can jump out of the back of this. Antonio still has that cell division. Dashes out, still stunned. Juhan flashes out the back of the wall. Heretics win out on the exchange we've seen many times over the last few months. Heretics, though, still out to this early lead, about 800 gold.
The skirmishing power of a Sejuani and a Yone is also very potent. And this front line can...
No, I think we all hate Mythalic. It's one of those, you get a lot of damage if you can land big spears in fights, but they then put it down to charge through this mid lane tower. The Might's helping them out a lot as well. I thought they were going to keep it until they needed it around the dragon, but with so much power...
Because now you can just shift your pressure towards the bot side of the map. Antonio looking for a play.
Comes onto Jankos, TP in, let's bounce as Jankos is put in a bouncy castle. Weaver's Wall will cut off Patrick, Wonder TPing in, good seismic shove will land on 4, but already the Heretics jungler is down. Giant
Trimby still relatively healthy, but here we go.
Ignar with the first stun. Stretching strike, Magnus, Storm lands on 1, but the knockback from Wonder on the Antonio means he can't get into the backline already, he's in the cell division. Giant X look for the engage, but they were slapped down into their place by Heretics. Great disengage by Heretics, and then the fight was already won. Patrick trying to chase away here, the barrier not enough to save his life, and the Weaver's Wall will lock Jackie's on the wrong side of the rift. Heretics clean up the fight perfectly.
A 4-for-1 in favor of Heretics. It starts with a great initiation from Giant X, but the damage just isn't. Their front line just disappears. And you're seeing the strength of this Heretics composition. Back into the fray, though.
Giant X coming back in for the fight. Trimby's already down. Giant X will get the Drake. Heretics, I think, underinvested. Might even just TP behind here. Won't be spotted. Ward comes in behind. Survivor has to flash away from the Glacial Prison. The Antonio trying to work his way around. On his LEC debut, can he find the engage? He's not on vision. Heretics know something's up, but do they know? The Antonio's on his way in, immediately locked up with the depth charge. Flackid has to flash away. The Antonio flashes out as well. Jankos goes in with the Crescent Guard and knocks back 2. Juhan the first to fall, and the Antonio short to follow. Weaver's Wall forward. Giant X sprung the trap, but Heretics were ready and waiting. Jackie's trying to do everything he can, but he just can't do enough. Patrick finds 1 on the backside, so it's a 3 for 2 so far, but the important thing for Heretics is they kill the enemy. Ignar able to get away. Plastic thing shot across. On the top side, Juhan caught out, pulled up with the wall out, as well as the Antonio knocked back with the seismic shove. He's going to go into the cell division. Juhan will fall as Wonder and Jankos get 1. Patrick falling low as well. The Magnus Storm coming in. Jackie's dashes back. Face sealed onto the backline, though. Jackie's almost kills off Flacker, but can't quite do it. The barrier not enough for him as he's taken out in the end. And it was a very messy fight, but Heretics come out of it without losing a man and taking down 4 from Giant X.
A sweep of a fight in favor of Team Heretics. Trimby is hunting for the kill. I don't think he's going to be able to find it. They're going to secure the tower and mid the dragon as well. Giant X didn't find the fight at all. They were scattered. It was Heretics.
Possible 4v5 fight over what's been happening the last few moments, you know?
That's true. But you can see how suffocated Giant X feel right now.
Heretics just like, think you can stop what we do? I doubt it.
Okay, they're starting it. Here we go.
Giant X looking for their spark here. Have they found it? Wonder, Trimby, and Jankos stepping in. The Weaver's Wall, the possibilities from Survivor as well. Jackie's on the backside of the pit, not there yet. Weaver's Wall going in. Flackid on his way, stun on Wonder, not too much. 8,000 on the Baron. Hook wide there by Trimby. The Antonio looking for a flank position, but he's going to be spotted by that ward. Looks Flacker can't find him. Magnet Storm from Ignov as Wonder and Jankos are locked up. Crescent Guard coming out as well. Wonder doing so much work on the backline here, and Patrick just can't get through him. The face call will stop him in his tracks, but Zviru will put him in the dirt, and Giant X. They were absolutely bounced around by Heretics. The Baron secured, Juhan dives in, but dies immediately, and Heretics have true control of this game.
That's what you're going to go with.
The opposite is Kasat Nay, which I also like, so...
We're going to have to workshop that, Minik. I can't believe you spent this much time, and that's the best you've come up with.
Years I've been thinking of that one. Wonder tanking the tower here.
Wonder's making fun of the tower.
The Antovu's knockback as well. The Antonio has to dash away. Fate sealed out by Jackies, and I think that spells the end of the game for him as well. Forced away. There's mites, there's super minions, or not super minions, Baron empowered minions, and possibly super minions soon as well. Zviru has TP behind. Will it be answered? TP to the mid lane by Zviru. The engage coming in from Wonder is already. Juhan's been stunned up, locked up, and taken out by Team Heretics. The Antonio dashes in, but flashes out as soon as he's realized what he's got himself into. Cell Division will come out, but he can't evolve a way out of that situation. Patrick does no damage. Heretics really don't give a damn about him at all as Jankos dives in, and Patrick will escape to the safety of the fountain. That cannot be said for Jackies, Juhan, and the Antonio. The Nexus in their eyes, Team Heretics. It was slow, it was steady, but they secure their first win of summer.
I mean...
So that is Ziggs AD, which basically means that Rogue is trying to neutralize the bot lane. They want Ziggs to get level, probably level 3, level 4, level 5. When he can clear those waves, Rel can be unleashed on the map. She can then roam, impact top lane, mid lane, while Ziggs is clearing the waves. Obviously, that might be a little bit problematic.
Very nicely for that. The problem is this Gromp kill is being very heavily delayed. Marcoon is still hovering around the bot side of the map. Level 2 still secured for Comp. Decent damage, but here we go.
On the wave! Isma gets the stun against the wall. The wave is dive. Comp falls first. Luan able to flash away from the tower. A well-executed dive by
how great of a carry he can be. So to have those resources invested early, SK kind of shifting our expectations a little bit. We'll see what they can do with it as Marcoon.
Step up doesn't go down. Marcoon gets the knock-up onto Isma, who can just dash away. But the re-engage coming out as Niski oversteps. Marcoon survives. I think Niski had got out and then got...
And the good news for Rogue is Larssen has control over the wave for now. Corki is a very much Larssen champion, for better or for worse. For those long-time viewers, they'll be familiar.
Ooh. Oh! Didn't have flash. It didn't have the satchel either. Must have used it earlier on.
Not expecting that damage. The bot lane from SK coming up clutch in the 2 versus 2. Able to find another kill. That stacked wave going to be entirely lost. And these are the type of advantages that SK need to find in the early game. There we are. Stun connects. Irrelevant now in some serious danger. Doesn't have flash.
How are you going to escape this, Irrelevant?
I don't think he is.
Because you've used the equalizer. Marcoon flashes in. Irrelevant begins to walk away, puts a scrap shield down. Flame Spitter. Not going to be enough to escape the Void Rush. Rogue get their second kill of the game.
Easy gank. The wave is in a very awkward...
Rogue have decided top lane is their place to be. TP coming in as well by Compass. He's going to join the party. Irrelevant stunned up, blocked up with the crash down into the knock-up from Marcoon. Irrelevant's flash still not quite off cooldown. Will be in a second. Marcoon taken low. Irrelevant trying to get away from the battle, but another Shadowing Strike will be enough to get Comp on the board. His first kill of summer. He puts him as one they shouldn't contest. Look towards the north, look towards the Grubs. They're up in 7. Larsson's pushed forward here, does have the flash. Irrelevant on his way across. Niski, the unraveled earth seismic shove still connects just the edge of it as Larsson falls in the mid lane.
Luan is the one to pick up the Horus dramatically.
It was less dramatic and less enthusiastic.
But normally our observers are the ones, the betas, and we both know that's true.
I feel you've just joined forces with them, I'm going to be honest.
Our observers can be sneaky.
Actually, yeah.
Anyway, Dragon fight, here we go.
So Finn is flanking from the top side. The Dragon is down to 3,000. Stun on the Keeper's Verdict. Isma going to get locked up first. Equalizer goes down. 1-for-1 so far the trade. Finn and Marcoon on the backline though, and Finn is getting roasted by Irrelevant. Forced away, heals up a little bit. Irrelevant still going in with that Flame Spitter, but look at the damage of Rahel. Almost gets taken out. The Dragon falls low. Secured by Rahel. Irrelevant gets another in response. 3 Drakes to none now.
Very difficult for Rogue to deal with. As they try to retreat, the chase down is very real. But ultimately, Rogue, they're not too upset. Obviously, SK being at Soul Point, it's a version of Ezreal where if you can think of it, he can probably build it.
I will say, I think he doesn't really have AP scaling anymore. right?
You give it a month, I'm telling you.
Okay,
The court's
that's gonna
separated
happen.
from them, but Niski has the TP, and it's going to come through right now. So Rogue are first onto the objective. They're actually looking to tunnel Finn here, just chunking him out a little bit. This Dragon might drop.
Keeper's Verdict going out. The Dragon already down to
Oh,
4,000.
nice
Stun onto Isma means he can't get the Keeper's Verdict down. No one's attacking the Dragon, though, and Marcoon is just dodging around it. The Magnet Storm goes out onto the backline. Mega Inferno Bomb there for the follow-up. Finn now chasing in onto Rahel. Marcoon trying to get onto the backline, but Larson and Comp are so low. Irrelevant keeps them out of the fight. Knocked back onto Marcoon. He'll fall. Finn's been chased out by Rahel. Unable to take him out. Irrelevant, though, with another Flame Spitter. Comp flashes away. Puts the explosive minefield down. Irrelevant has a stopwatch to buy himself a second. Comp is 1 HP, but manages to escape for now.
Flash.
Isma chases in, flashes him, and knocks him against the wall. Larson next up has a control ward in that bush, but it's not going to help. Bin! Oh, it does! Just enough to take out Luon. In the end,
eliminating them from the fight. A nice engage onto the backline from Finn, but he just doesn't have enough damage in isolation. And now Zoelis is in trouble.
Caught out by Niski, trying to dodge away from the seismic shove. Does put his dancing shoes on for the moment. Stunned, though, as he jumps across with the crash down. Isma with the stun into the wall. Niski now retreating because there's a TP behind the arrow once again! Just wide. Isma still gets the kill. Finn joins in and immediately regrets that decision and backs away. Baron a possibility for SK Zoelis once again.
Yeah. But the moment you see that lower third come up, so right now SK will begin their siege onto the top tier 1. Objective towards the top sides. Arrow.
But it delays them. Weaver's Wall is there. Zoelis can jump it. Larson will flash it instead. Weaver's Wall comes down. Larson down. Valkyrie's out secondly. Zoelis knocked against the wall. Stunned, but did buffer his knockdown. He's going to get taken out first as SK find one. Rahel with the kill secure. SK will turn their eyes towards the
going to use the poke, right? They have Rumble, Talia.
Yeah, but like it's okay. Now Rahel's joined. That makes sense. If it was just Isma, that's going to take an absolute century.
So the thing is, if they get the Elder while this is still happening, oh, the arrow.
Arrow connects onto Marcoon. The equalizer goes down. Marcoon able to dodge away from it. Finn trying to engage. Has the follow-up, and Luon is deleted. Rogue find one. Zoelis here to join. There's the Elder, as you say. Marcoon hasn't been tagged by anyone yet. The Elder down. SK now can bring their jungler and their AD carry across.
I feel.
Yeah.
Information trying to be gained through the Weaver's Wall, but they were able to stop the Baron from dropping. Yes, Luon does lose his life, but again, if Rogue is here to commit to defend, because they still have about 45 seconds left on the arrow. You can see the top left of your screen.
The other thing is it makes it harder for Comp to step up and clear the way, right? If you have 5 members up here,
the wave before it's empowered by the Baron. Let's see if SK can knock this tower down. They should be able to do it. Rogue respecting the Elder, 15 seconds left on it. Inhibitor should be secured here.
Yeah, no TP wards either for Finn, so no ability from Irrelevant makes it very tricky for them to do so. The equalizer placed well. Rogue will back away and give up another objective. The gold lead extends to So you know in football how if you're like a 1 goal ahead...
I'm going to cut you off right there. No is the short answer.
So you know in sport...
Sports?
Can you remember the sports ball?
I remember sports.
Where if you're ahead if you're like 1 goal ahead in the game, you're just trying to delay, like...
I don't know if Finn
stop the game from happening. Yeah, I don't know if he does either. I don't think it's the most vital part of the game.
What, Dark Medic? Dark! Whoa!
Yeah, whew. But in sports, you know, when you're just like trying to close out the game and you just hold the ball on his way across. 10,000 on the Elder now. Marcoon takes a chunk. He's forced away. Larson's basing to deal with those supers, but yeah, you just got to give this up. Rogue, it took too long. The arrow connects. Comp knocked back as well with the Weaver's Wall. Can't TP away. The Elder comes down. Niski flashes forward, and Comp and Larson are forced away. The lasers find them, and that's it. The lady has sung. SK can TP into the base. The first Nexus tower already taken down. We are grateful to the minions for helping close out the game, say SK. We'll take the second Nexus tower and alongside it, the Nexus. In 36 minutes, SK are on the board in summer.
And they should be pretty happy with that. A great debut.
Looks like that might be the case with the Cassante covered at the moment.
Cassante getting hovered, but it's going to be the Orianna locked in alongside the Lilia. So it looks like the Corki will be going down to the bottom side of the map. Overall, very heavy magic damage coming through in the mid lane. Remember, the tenacity in general is much
not going to be the case this time around. And Sheo was there to try and help, but unfortunately moved up towards that top side, so not really in position. But now low top laners, and he's here.
Unstoppable. Q3 still there for Adam. Not quite able to pull back Photon. Sheo coming up though. Photon now going to be in trouble. Tries to get the kill back. Goes in and gets the first blood. Sheo now trying to clean up the kill. Will grab the kill back onto Photon. Takes a bit longer than he'd like, but excellent play there for this. Moving down. Bit of a split fight, though. Very easy for BDS to collapse onto either side. Now Hylissang immediately has to back up. Carzzy, level 6, starts to poke with the rockets.
The early stages, which was supporting and getting out on the map early to make sure... Oh, he's going to get caught here, though.
Hylissang, good flick. Hylissang now getting bursted out, trying to dash out. Gets a bit of extra shielding from the crash down, but will just drop BDS. Donated a bit of a kill there. Now have some cavalry of their own as VTO starts forced to back off. Don't feel stronger in the fight. They've even finished Kraken for Sheo. He's relatively powerful, but the upfront burst damage that Vitality can bring to the table right now is 2 plays on the map, but it's just Vitality in the straps have set themselves up for so much pressure. BDS finally ready to contest here, knowing that Shockwave is down, thinking this might be their window of opportunity. Sheo not going to get marked up. Adam waiting off to the side. Ice coming in. They know he has no flash. Do they want to turn this 2K on the objective? Adam now trying to get them out of the pit. Dawning Shadow coming across the backside. Wall going in. VTO going to get knocked out, but he manages to get away from the rest of the team. Now it's Adam off in the side, but he's behind it in the back line against 3 carries, and he's not tanky enough. Vitality, get the objective.
And now they can really start to open up this game, both with top tower about to fall and having that Rift Herald in their back pocket as well.
Vitality, though, they're not going to overcommit. On the side of BDS, they're rotating down. It looks like they've spotted Hilly, but then air support fits in somewhere. They're like super
Lizard
paper.
Spock somewhere.
Yeah, Lizard Spock. Speaking of Lizard, it's gonna get locked up. It won't do anything. You'd be forced to stun a minion, but now the Herald's coming in, and Hylissang's gonna mount up. Cavalry inside of cavalry. Whoa. Cavalryception.
It's a Trojan horse.
It's a Trojan horse. Hilly's going again. And BDS, I don't know if they can do anything to stop this. Nuke's nowhere to be found. Hylissang's going to get caught out, but it might just give an opportunity for them to turn into burn. And Hylissang is going in. He's looking for the wombo. Trying to follow up. Lince is going to lay it down. Is he going to put everybody to sleep? That's a 3-man drowsy, but everybody's already fallen to pieces. Vitality have overstayed. No one's able to follow up on the ultimate coming in from Lince.
But it still works out in favor of Vitality.
You know what the problem was, Rob? He got rid of it. He went in as he stopped being cavalry.
Look, they keep playing like
He
this.
just
I'll
goes
be converted.
wolo. Oh, that's what Viego is. He goes wolo, and then you become
certainly.
the side.
Hylissang, again, back to being a pikeman, non-threatening. And say what you want. This is a player, you know what you're gonna get. That said, he did get a little aggressive there. I think tried to make a hard read on enemy play patterns, and now Photon is doing a little bit of the same.
Yeah, a little bit overextended.
Okay, a little bit overextended. Flash out for Photon. He's still going to get knocked out. Flash commit for Sheo. Now they're going to just try and kill him. 21 minutes. Baron probably? No, just to deny that. Labrov is not going to drop, but Vitality will break open this tier 2 tower. This safely from a distance. Dawning Shadow will do the trick. Ulti used just to confirm that it is in fact happening, but they're going to be a little bit too late. They might be able to grab Hylissang one more time, but it's just this is like almost all of BDS's kills have been the result of someone on the side of Vitality overstepping. And while they're leading in kills, they're still woefully behind in gold. They're sending 2 members along the top side here to try to break the enemy tier 2, but Vitality already breaking the tier 1. And remember, they have 6 grubs. TP's coming in. Adam is here. Lince is just going to continue to fish with the Swirl Seed. See if he can find a good sleep angle. As Photon already trying to usher a wave in mid lane. 2 points of pressure. Nuke really just wants to grab this tier 2. Just get a little bit more gold in his back pocket. But Photon going all in on a Sheo. Unstoppable now. Photon still on the chase. Lower and lower. It's one sleepy Viego. But there's no follow-up. Photon, does he have another dash to get over the wall? Looks like he's going to be forced to fight on this one. Nice pushback coming in from Adam. Ulti used as well. Photon still living for a bit too long, and Hylissang might have to give up his life as well. Adam quick on the punish. A tower has dropped, but 2 members of Vitality will be the exchange.
They will get bot, tower and in hit, but here comes the chase. BDS really want this, and Nuke.
Isolating. I wanted to go a little bit further on the wall. Will now drop it. Super Blast Cone.
TP from Carzzy back into this bottom side. Vitality want to make sure they're able to get the members out here.
Fight for the Drake. Don't want to be playing against the pressure of 4th Drake. Flash out from VTO was clean, but they still managed to hit up Linces. Flip back, not quite going to connect. Adam now in trouble. He's taking so much damage. VTO really starting to hurt. Linces just focuses on the objective. Carzzy continuing to lay down poke. VTO going golden, courtesy of the Seeker's arm guard. Now he's going to get cut out, though. Cut down, shut down for Nuke. BDS focused on the objective here. Lince is not going to be able to get it and smite it. Labrov going to grab the kill.
With this wave now pushing in, BDS are trying to cut Vitality off in this mid tower so they can get that gold.
Hook in. Hylissang immediately going to try to finish. Gonna try to find the engage onto Adam, but Adam is finding a quick way out using that ultimate, and goes Sheo. Sheo now gonna get the reset onto Hillising. Can just mount up and make his way out to safety. One sleepy Labrov might not be enough. Photon finds the stun onto Adam, but really not a priority target in these extended fights. BDS are holding their own. Ice just
stop those resets from coming through, but now Video in no man's land forced the
TP flash out from Video. Wall coming in as well. Should be an easy flick back. Manages to catch him, and Nuke now on a killing spree. Carzzy might be the next one to be in trouble. Labrov looking for the hook angle. BDS happy for now just to have mid-prio. Likely to take the tower, but they got Photon as well. Yet another flick back, and BDS are coming alive. 31 minutes into the game, and they're gonna set their sights on the Baron. 5K lead for Vitality 10 minutes ago, and now it's just about tied up. The Baron will tie things up. Vitality will grab third Drake, a consolation prize for the next 2.5 minutes. Jump ins, 5 deaths. He is an aggressive player, but the play in mid, the play in that exchange, burning all those cooldowns on Adam, ultimately not paying off, and then you have Photon getting caught as well. This is a guy who has an individual gold lead, but is still at 4 deaths from all the fights that BDS have been coming out on top in. Siege, though, just gonna keep continuing here on the bottom side. Ulti there from Labrov, hoping to find the follow-up onto Carzzy. The Valk still getting caught, still getting shut down. BDS. Doesn't even feel like they played for the first 25 minutes, but you give them that time, you let them into their zone, and you're gonna regret it. Sheo not gonna grab the mid lane tower. A lot of resources being committed just to try to take the jungle out, but Nuke is here. Sheo living for a little bit too long. They want to find the reset onto Hillisang, and they get it. Vitality are falling apart. Lambs to the slaughter as BDS tear through them one more time.
That could be it. You have the entirety of BDS up here. The wave is coming through. Nuka's going to reset and imagine teleport back in as this wave crashes under the tower. They can just go for the finish right here.
They just outscaled. They outplayed. They found their picks. They found their angles. Vitality looks so good in the early to mid game, but they couldn't close, and a few missteps are all it took for BDS to come back. The Siege now coming through. Ice untouched, just continuing to tear through the towers. Another flick. Nuke on fire despite struggles in the early game. BDS holding on, but Vitality now trying to punish, and they managed to finish the Nexus. That's the first win coming through in summer. Solo queue and Zyra and Morgana also got a suite of changes that made them a little bit more able to jungle. And it looks like Hwei, okay, Hwei going in mid, of course. G2, everything makes sense.
Yes.
So he manages to get a gank off, gets an additional camp currently over Yike. Yike, who will grab Bus and will get a small lead here. Alvaro's stunned up, but again, there's not really a good follow-up angle. Supa trying to speed Alvaro out. The flash, the committal, the arrow, ignite ticking, but Alvaro still standing. Mickey now gonna move forward and get the stun, just gonna start walking up and auto attacking Supa. Nice backstep, but Mickey, he gets hooked. They don't quite have the damage to finish off the target. He doesn't have any mana. First blood, baby! Piercing light, Supa hits him with the Q, finishes the job.
And here comes Oyoya. Hans has no flash, and Oyoya's in behind. Hans wants to get the wave crashed
Just
in.
wants to get the wave, and he knows he's dead. Finished his wave off. Kill gonna get donated, but who will it go to? Supa gonna grab it. No, Oyoya taken. On top of Mickey, struggling to beat European Deft. As Yike, knowing Elyoya is flashless, should have an easy kill pickup here. Mickey walking over to try to attach a stun to the back of that Sejuani stun. Does manage to land. Elyoya slowly getting walked down, just trying to finish the camp. Good burst damage coming in from the W2, but he can't quite finish it yet. Extra healing now coming in, but Yike might have just given his life. Tower going back. Guardian proc, one more shot. The minion! One minion! Can't do it!
What's
the
he
dam's
at?
back! He dies to Elyoya. He doesn't want to give the assist, but now it's Mickey who's in trouble. Oh, it's a comedy of errors. It's the sleeping Teemo face Mickey. Gonna get taken out. G2 a bit over here. Been punishing G2's over-aggression, both in the bottom lane, now in the jungle as well. The question is, it's MDK who are overextending now. Yike only level 5. Frescali on the way in. They know they can just take down Mickey with the pushback if they so choose. Mickey getting lower and lower. Zyra ulti used off to the side of the fight. Elyoya now trying to retreat. Broken Blade, though, coming in. Severing Bolt. That's the combo we talked about. Frescali now no ultimate. Spyline Despair. Blinking health bars on the side of G2, and they're going to be forced to back away. Broken Blade getting lower and lower. Mira wants to finish it. The triple's done. Oh, he's in a meat grinder. He wasn't ready for 3. Taking on too damn much. Elyoya slowly walking his way out, but this is the Zyra jungle. This is the struggle. The damage is real. The sustain, the durability, the mobility is non-existent. Elyoya, good damage trade. Frescali just trying to get the kills back. Supa, zoom.
Changes coming through, making that a little bit stronger as BB. Fishing.
Hook shot. Goes in, gold card. Mirwin waiting as long as he can, but again, Mickey just walking him down. That's the beefy frontline power. He's here though to try to turn it back. Knocking him up! Plants out of nowhere. Poison Ivy getting to work. Double kill there for MDK. Elyoya with a clean play, a clean turn, a clean punish. G2 again. How many times are we going to say it? Over eager to force these exchanges. Mad Lions side of G2 at a 2K deficit, but to G2's credit, coming in from G2. Caps on the way to the bottom side. The ulti, the severing bolt. Mirwin should have no way out of this one. Sidestep on the grasp is good. Broken Blade, the hook shot, the flash back from Mirwin, but he's just delaying the inevitable. G2, good execution, and now it's Frescowi who's going to be in trouble. The pushback is good. The stun now interrupts the dash out to safety. Base damages. Will they be enough? Another stun connecting. Mickey goes back. W2 getting the kill. Frescowi taken down.
The trade for MDK in the top lane. G2 still showing that they've got a bit of fight.
Now Frescowi needs to get the hell out. Yike. Continuing to stalk and make sure they can't do anything else here. But Mirwin trading a tower. So at the end of the day, it's one tower for one, and MDK getting the Drake as well. Overall positive trade for the side of Mad Lions.
Yeah, and you got the majority of the wave there as well for Frescowi, so he's going to be fairly happy with that. So overall, nicely done. Going to put focus on towards Baron, but they leaned the Azir down to help support Mirwin. Bit of a bait here.
TP coming in too. Might just be the 2v2. The tower now set up. Frescowi here as well. Broken Blade now realizes he has to back away. The pushback is there, but Mirwin's not quite ready for the follow-up. The hookshot, the wall dive, but Broken Blade will still get taken down, and now it's Caps who's going to be in trouble. Spiraling Despair, the kill finished by Caps. 1 for 1 on the bottom side, and it's a scramble down to the bottom lane. Everybody wants to get involved. Elyoya rooting up Yike. Hansama waiting off to the side. They got the Targ ultimate to keep them safe. Stun landing on Alvaro, but not the best priority target. Caps coming in over the wall. Severing Bolt not going to connect. Supa still healing up. As again, they re-engage, and it's going to be Yike in trouble. Frescowi from behind, but they know he doesn't have the ultimate. Root not going to connect on the Caps, and now it's Azir who's in trouble. Mickey might be the sacrifice Tark, but Caps is here to back him up. Mickey taken down, and now Caps is just next. Again, they leap in.
So it's still going to come down to a lot of execution as to how G2 try and play it.
20 seconds on Mirwin, does have the Destiny. Can't join. Bit of poke. Hook not going to connect on the Yike. Severing Bolt not going to hit as well. Caps rooted, but there's no follow-up. Elyoya, the body blocks are there. Severing Bolt on Elyoya is a good bit of damage. Immediate ult now coming out. Stranglethorns. Hansama's going to get knocked up, but again, there's no damage. None of the carries are there. No one to follow. Elyoya's ulti. Frescowi forced to flash out. Supa trying to go. The pushback, though, not under the ideal targeting. Hand delivers the Camille into the MDK backline. Supa, the last man standing. A triple for Broken Blade. Hansama, a slow, potentially inevitable march down. Supa flashing out. Mirwin now on the way in. The gold card is there. Caps, the sidestep is clean. Supa and Mirwin versus the world. They're trying to take out Hansama, but Mirwin's in trouble. It happened in mid, and it's happening again. Down he goes. An ace for G2.
G2 are back. What MDK want to do. And BB gets delivered, but the ultimate just ticks back up just in time.
Solid movement, but just not enough.
Broken Blade.
And now Broken Blade coming in, and again, we saw what the Camille could do. A true terror, Broken Blade. 3.5 items, MDK. They can kill so many people on the side of G2, but one of them is not Broken Blade.
I mean, BB has such a successful year. Coming in looking absolutely great after an MSI loss.
And remember that it was the Twisted Fate set up by a Yasuo ban that were supposed to ensure MDK some kind of control in this game, but it has just been slipping away from them. G2, the favorites coming into this one, and it's looking like that's the way that it'll end as well, because Broken Blade does not care about any of their damage. Joram's Fist now gonna get saved by Hansama, excuse me, Mickey X with the Tark ultimate coming down. Push back there, Frescowi taken out, Mirwin next. It's just a list, they're going through it one at a time. Okay, Mirwin's up, Alvaro's gonna follow. Slow there, that's the stun. Who's next? It's the Nautilus. But G2 will have to hold off on the death note they're building here, instead focusing on this mid lane push out. 3 members down, the entire top side of MDK taken off the map.
It really was close until it wasn't. BB came online with 2.5 items, and now he's got to 10 and 3. G2 in the base of MDK, and it's just a case of how far do they want to take it.
Alvaro doing what he can to clear the way, but again, walking up it all is so hard. Yike tries to get tricky on the angle to hit Supa, but Supa's damage is just not enough. Broken Blade, on the other hand, does not have that problem. G2 getting their first win in the summer split.
That was nasty.
Extremely volatile. You know, he's putting the gauntlet on the table. Is no matter what you pick, it's going to be extremely volatile. And this Poppy,
come on.
well, it's going away from what we're all looking for. But this is a very, very good matchup for the Poppy. Jax is not happy here. And honestly, Poppy power, because the junglers are matched here. And now the problem is that Rek'Sai. Oh well.
Kana.
This is a little bit aggressive, but I think it's a little bit of a overstick. But it's okay because both junglers are playing to their win conditions over here. We're gonna see a skirmish here, but this one is favoring Oscar because
Flash in, the knock-up, closer gets one. Now Kana looking for the follow-up. Razork has to start running. How long left on the Counter-Strike? Long cooldowns early on for the Jax. Razork should be able to get out for now, but that's the tunnel in, waiting for the knock-up. The stun now comes through as well. Kana grabbing a kill on the top side of the map.
Oh, it's a disaster. But it does mean that Ornn is now on his own on the bot side. And they want to look for the dive.
Let's shift that focus down to the bottom lane. Noah trying to kick things off. Already exhausted. Targamas holding on. Knockup will hit onto Noah, but Noah, of course, stopped attacking. Doesn't need to tank tower aggro here. Razor kicking things off again. Flawless dive in the bottom lane from Fnatic. They can't go top anymore, but bot certainly looking like green pastures previously. Targamas is going to build himself an item, but just really hard to approach all those Ivan brushes. I can't even see the Dragon health bar because the Daisy health bar is right there. Unstoppable is Targamas immediate all coming out from Noah. Nice ultimate from Upset for a bit of extra shielding. And here comes the Ram! Now the damage, the follow-up there. Noah in trouble as Closer starting to chase for the kill. One more Void Seeker. Upset grabbing another. KC finding the fight in the pit. The flick back onto Razork is good. Fnatic get the Drake, but they lose just about everything.
Get these good starts, but that was a bit of a different roster. And now with Closer already getting in onto Jun, they want to try and push this advantage.
Pushing in, want to step forward for more. The TP now coming in. Upset's been completely isolated from the fight, but it might not matter. Vladdy backing up, disengage coming through. Targamas now going to be in trouble. Oscar in the midst of two. A clean knock-up on the Closer, and now it's Noah who's on the hunt. Knock-up from Closer, not enough to stop the fight from coming in. Good flick back from Vladdy. Oscar getting lower and lower, forced to flash away. But in the meantime, Fnatic.
And kind of reminding KC as to why they are so vicious, is they can play off these small timers and find those windows. But now Closer going in once more. Jun might be overextended.
Ulti coming in. Razor going to be in trouble. That's one very squishy Ivern. They don't quite have the ball damage to finish, but Closer does. Jun now in trouble as well. Fnatic getting picked apart. They get one kill back onto Upset, but that's all they're going to walk away with.
They overextended.
Signs for KC. Certainly early game was, you know, one of the better points of this team when we look back at two pretty tragic splits. So we'll need to see what it looks like as we get to the mid game, as we get later on. But so far the coordination already much better than what we saw in winter and spring. That said, really keeping Oscar at least up in terms of pace, allowing him to match in terms of itemization for Kana. Yes, he's not going to outscale the Jax, but anything you can do to mitigate, to offer more in the fights, it's going to go a long way for Fnatic. Herald going to be used here. One on the back of the previous fight. Mid lane likely to fall. Big boon to the side of KC. Again, remember their long-range engage threat with this Ornn is huge.
Exactly what they want. Fnatic doing a good job here of responding and getting a tower for themselves as well.
Approaching that 10 point. Now KC grouping here. 5 members strong, might be gearing up for the full front to back, but it's Oscar who's on the flank. Both sides happy to just poke at each other. Kana now locking up Oscar. Oscar flick back. He's tanky, but is he tanky enough? But they're all into the choke. Humanoid is doing so much work. Noah immediately going to go for the ultimate. The knockup now coming through for the disengage on Targamas. They grouped for the Hui. The follow-up from Fnatic. Brutal is closer. Cut down. Humanoid check sniper there, cleaning it up. That much more use out of that Seeker's armor guard, so gonna feel a little bit difficult. Baron getting lower and lower. Again, Fnatic shredding through this objective pretty damn quickly. The question is, KC, what can they do to stop this? Jun not afraid to frontline, has Celestial opposition, can eat damage for so long. 4K, it's getting lower. Closer on the way, but he's not going to be there in time to stop the smite. They'll be able to grab at least one kill. Jun taken out, Baron taken down. KC, do they want to keep following? 2 souls to Upset. KC should just be able to take this one down, at least slow the dragon stacking. On the side of Fnatic, Ocean Soul again, very impactful.
Ultimate of Daisy to just push back Carmine Corp and make sure they're able to get us.
Oscar continuing to step forward. Brush is set up for the siege, and again, anyone who walks up is going to take a bunch of damage from Humanoid. Oscar with a knockback as well onto Vladdy, the main source of wave clear. That should be included in the Poppy sound kit, I think.
Definitely.
The Wii there. All right, so Inhibitor will fall, traded for tier 2 as Kana at least tries to keep up a bit of pressure mid, knowing that there's not really an angle for them to fight at this point in the game. Upset is at 105 souls, but he's only level 10. There's not need a few more stacks, a few more items before he really starts to feel like a threat that can work through that front line, especially when there's an Ivern in the mix. And the tough thing for KC as well is even if you get a fight that starts positive, if you can't kill Noah, if you can't finish off that Zeri, Noah will be more than happy to clean up in favor of Fnatic. Another tower falling down. Vladdy using the wall to get involved as Kana stands off to the side. It just feels like Fnatic are taking whatever they want. KC don't quite feel confident enough to pull the trigger. Don't think that this is their time to force a fight, but they're losing 2 inhibitors effectively for nothing this second one.
I mean, how do you engage? Oscar Innen's in a great position to deny Targamas entry. It's just really good play from Fnatic, understanding the strengths of their composition. Kana, though,
desperate to force, Dawning Shadow to try to interrupt. Jun and Razork both going to get knocked up, but that's the start of the fight. Kana, flick back is good on the Humanoid. Good start. Kana needs to get involved in the fight. The Jack's still coming in, but they just immediately kill Closer. KC, the call was made.
Blackfire Torch and Leandri's Anguish, and he's going to be able to hit multiple people consistently with the way Fnatic's team fight is set up.
That's concerning. Targamas, of course, dying would have been worse, but this is definitely not ideal. Luckily, Upset has a lot of healing. Push there. Targamas, though, caught in a bit of a tough spot. Hook going to go a little bit wide from Jun. Objective already started. Noah moving back and forth. Not sure if they want to keep the fight. Oscar getting lower and lower. Targamas has to be careful not to get caught out. Uses the Unstoppable and Closer waiting over the wall. Clearly ready to try to force the steal. Or an ultimate going to get used. Knock up on a 3 is good, but again, there's no immediate fall. Vladdy laying down as much damage as he can, but the front line is just too damn strong. Razork will not let any of his tanks fall. Kana dropped. Oscar on a killing spree. Vladdy doing what he can, but it does not matter. Razork, the shields coming in left and right. Noah starting to take over the fight, and Upset absolutely useless in the exchange. Closer retreating, Upset retreating. Fnatic again finding the angles. The TPs come out on the bottom side. It looks like they're ready to end it here.
Fnatic are done. Karmine Corp are done. And Fnatic, with a confidence team fight, will pick themselves up a win in summer.
No matter what optimism KC, the team, the organization, the fans might have, Fnatic are here to remind them that they're still a step ahead as they get first blood here in the LEC summer split.
And what a